there, fancy wannabes. It's me, Reginald Smith. And, I know you're all looking like this, but I'll make you look like this.
How to fix your hair.
Deborah, please hand me my hairspray. Thank you, Deborah. Now, to make your hair as fancy as mine, you need to use big sexy hair. Big sexy hair makes your hair like very beautiful and fancy. You must wear this to every dinner party you go to. I'm beautiful.
How to drink from a cup.
Deborah, please hand me my fancy Kool-Aid. Thank you, Deborah. Now, this fine fancy glass you must hold from the bottom very so delicately that it's like an egg that you must not let fall. If it fell, it would end the world in a fancy explosion. Now you must drink like this.
How to clap.
Now, when you're at a fancy croquet game, you must clap very lightly when someone gets it through the hoop. You must have 2 fingers on your left, and then lightly hit these 2 fingers on your right palm. It will sound something like this.
How to walk.
Okay, now, first things first, you must not be a baby. Second, you must walk toe here, toe here, toe here. Third, you must be fancy. Fourth, you need to have manly heels.
How to talk.
Now, you must not talk like this. Well, I'll be tootin'. You must talk with a fancy tone and a straight face. Never laugh unless something is not super funny. And you must laugh like this. Ha ha ha. Never laugh like You've learned a lesson today.
How to make your house look fancy.
Now, to be fancy with a fancy house with fancy decorations, you must love antique baby stuff. I mean, look at this antique baby arm. This is my favorite one. And, you must love antique pictures. This is my, great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. Oh wait, no, that's my sister. She is not fancy.
What not to say.
Now here's what you should not say at the dinner table. Honey, pass the salt! I said pass the salt!
Fine, dear.
And another thing you should not say. I farted. But here's what you should say at the dinner table. Honey, will you please pass the salt?
Yes, dear.
And another thing you should say is, excuse me, I passed gas. Or if you want to be fancier, excuse me, I blew an air biscuit.
How to deal with gas.
Now, how to deal with your horrible gases that come out of your tush-tush. Deborah, please give me my air biscuit relief. Thank you. Now, gas relief from Kroger helps you with all your horrible gases from your tush-tush. But for other solids that come from your tush-tush, I'd recommend Poopery.
How to eat at a dinner table.
Deborah, will you please bring me my fancy Kool-Aid? With my fancy elephant, please. Thank you, Deborah. Now, today we are learning about how to eat fancy at the dinner table. Now, fancy sip. Perfect. Deborah, please bring me my food. Thank you, Deborah. Now, you must always have an appetizer, main dish, and dessert. Your appetizer, you must cut it into thirds. 1, 2, 3. And you must eat it with a fork in your right hand. No, no, no. And remember, it shall always taste amazing. For your main dish, you must have a left-hand fork and stick your fork right into the Cheeto and eat with elegance. Now for dessert, you must have a right-hand spoon and a left-hand fork. Put your right-hand spoon under the dessert. Put your left-hand fork over the dessert. Bring it to your mouth. Oh, this is horrible. Well, that concludes to How Being Fancy. See you again. This is Reginald Smith and